Hi, and welcome to Control M short videos for Knowledge Article 296702. Best practices for upgrading Control M Enterprise Manager and Control M Server to a new environment. My name is Zev Gross. I am Principal Technical Support Analyst at BMC Software. What are the reasons one would choose to upgrade Control M to a new environment rather than perform an in-place upgrade on an existing environment? The three key reasons are hardware. The new version may have different hardware requirements that the current environment cannot meet. The second reason is platform. There may be a need to move to a new OS vendor or a different OS level. The third reason is database. One may need to switch to a new database vendor or database version. These three reasons highlight the key advantages of creating a fresh environment that is specifically tailored to the requirements of the new version. Let's go into each one of these with a little more depth. Moving because of new hardware. In release 9021, minimum hardware requirements have changed. Both Enterprise Manager and Control Server require additional CPU and memory. Enterprise Manager requires 4 cores, 16 gigabytes of memory. Control Server requires 4 cores, 12 gigabytes of memory. Control M hardware requirements can be found in the installation guide. Moving because of a new platform. There may be a need to move to a new OS vendor or different OS level. This could be due to compatibility issues, security enhancements, or the end of support for current OS vendor or OS version. With new environment, one can ensure that the latest and most compatible OS is used. For moving from one OS vendor to another, BMC recently announced it will drop support for IBM AIX. Moving from one OS version to another, such as moving from Red Hat 7 to Red Hat 9, can be achieved as well by moving to a new target environment with the new OS level. Reason 3 for moving to a new target environment is due to changes in the database. If you are switching from one database vendor to another, for example, from Oracle to Postgres to save on licensing costs, you will need to reinstall Control M on the new environment. However, upgrading the database version, such as Oracle 12c to 19c, does not require a new environment since it can be handled with a database upgrade. Typically, upgrading Control M to a new release often involves changes in the database version, which may be done alongside upgrading hardware and the operating system. Now that we went over key reasons why upgrade in the new target environment, we will now discuss 3 options to achieve this. And we will go over the pros and cons for each option. Option 1, migrate your source Control M 920 environment to a new target environment with the same Control M version, maintenance level, and patch level. Prerequisites for using migration as opposed to doing an in-place upgrade is having exactly the same Control M release on the source and the target machine. The platform and database can obviously be different. After the migration, step 2 of the first option is to perform an in-place upgrade in the target environment to the Control M release 921. Advantages of doing migration first is the original Control M installation remains unchanged, so no rollback is needed if there is a problem during the upgrade. The second advantage is that the in-place upgrade is done in a new environment, minimizing the risk of upgrade problems due to the environment. The disadvantages of doing migration first is that the old Control M environment, release 9020, and the new 921 environment must include support for the same platforms. Let's look at the next slide to clarify this. The gray oval shape represents the original environment of Control-M on the source machine. Example, Red Hat 7 with PG11. The green oval represents the requirements of Control-M release 921 on the target machine. Since we're migrating first and installing Control-M 20 on the target machine, the highest supported version for 920 on the target machine is Red Hat 8, and the highest Postgres database version on the target machine can be PG12. If you select this option, then after migration, your 921 environment will be Red Hat 8 and PG12. If this matches the platform of your final environment, then option 1 is for you. Now we will cover option 2. With option 2, first we perform an in-place upgrade on the source machine to Control-M release 921. The prerequisites for this step is that the source machine has to be able to support the next release requirements. For example, the source machine is running Red Hat 8 in PG12. This environment is also supported for 921. After an in-place upgrade, the next step is to perform a migration to a new machine that has the latest platform and database, for example, Red Hat 9 in PG15. The advantages in doing the in-place upgrade first is it removes all the constraints of the target machine during the migration. The disadvantages in the in-place upgrade first is that it can only be done if the source environment is compatible with the new Control-M release. For example, if the source environment is Red Hat 7, then in-place upgrade cannot be done because release 7 is not supported for 9.0.21. Another disadvantage is if rollback is required, Control-M will need to be downgraded, or the original image will have to be reproduced or restored. Now, let's go to the last slide to cover option 3. If option 1 does not get you to the final target environment, then use the target environment from option 1, shown above in green, as the staging environment. And then do an additional migration from the staging to your desired final target environment with the latest platform and the latest database. Hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.